You're listening to 12 Hertz Radio, your local and social. And on this week, top 10 trends to look out for in 2020. That's coming up after the break. Start proceedings, a big shout out to Linda and Wayne Ashburner from Fully Promoted Mandurah, who have just come on board as a client. I'm very excited to have these guys on board. I have been working with them for almost a year now. They produce all my embroidery for my shirts and my hats. They're the official hat maker of 12 Hertz Media Lab. Good morning, it's Friday the 31st of January 2020 and this is 12 Hertz Radio Season 2. Welcome back after the Christmas break. And first, the news. And some news you missed while I'm away. First of all, in 2019, if you think that Facebook's dominance is over, think again. 4 out of 5 most downloaded apps were Facebook owned according to Search Engine Journal. And in other news, well, good news for those who have a band or any audio content, Spotify has joined the likes of Instagram and Facebook by having stories function, which creators can show previews of their work that's up and coming. This is fantastic, great news all around for creative people. And in big news this week, Google is going to launch its very own chatbot platform. It's called Mina, and it has inbuilt a whopping 2.6 billion user phrases and conversations built into it. And this is according to Social Media Today. It's going to be a bot system that recognizes more patterns of conversation and can hold a discussion with you at an almost human level. Now, I build chatbots, and the struggle is that sometimes it gets a bit repetitive and sometimes the language can be a bit simple and does drive clients a little bit insane. But this new system proposed called Mina is going to be the next level of bot development, and it's going to be really good. Google, along with Amazon, are the leaders in artificial intelligence, and this is the new development that's on the horizon. And according to Google's AI blog, it'd be like Tony Stark and his Iron Man suit talking to one another. So keep an eye on it. It's not released just yet. Watch this space. It'll be out by later the year, and I, for one, cannot wait for Mina. And if you want more information, just look up Mina on the Google AI blog. And yes, very soon you can have a very powerful assistant backed by the world's most powerful AI at your fingertips and disposal. And that's the news. Hi guys, it's Dave from 12 Hertz Media Lab here, and you're listening to 12 Hertz Radio, your local and social. Now, it's a special episode for the first week back, and it's titled What to Look Out For in 2020. 10 big trends that you need to be paying attention to if you want to succeed in social media. LinkedIn will have its moment in the sun. According to Gary Vee and Search Engine Journal, LinkedIn in 2020 is where Facebook was back in 2012. The algorithm is not as advanced, but you're still getting a great amount of organic growth if you put quality content out there. LinkedIn is also very good for if you want to look at leads and looking at targeting other audiences. I would seriously consider LinkedIn if you want to move forward into 2020. And of course, not all businesses are for it, but at least consider it. Number 2, Pinterest will grow. According to Today in Digital Marketing, Pinterest is the third largest social media platform in the US, and it's growing at 4.4% per annum. Unlike other visual platforms like TikTok, Pinterest caters for all age groups, and there is something for everything on Pinterest. And if you've got a consumer good like clothes or food or fashion, then Pinterest is a great place to target specific niches and really grow a good audience for yourself. If you're not looking at Pinterest, do so at your peril, because Pinterest will grow and it'll be even better going into next year. Even last year they introduced a lot more resources for marketers and for small businesses, so you'd be mad not to look at Pinterest. TikTok will still be hot. It goes without saying, the buzz is still around TikTok. It's still some questions that needs to be answered, including the Chinese ownership and the way the Chinese state is playing with the data from TikTok, but it is having its moment in the sun right now. It is where YouTube actually was about 15 years ago, with just making random crazy videos, and who doesn't like that? I mean, if you have a fun, beautiful brand, consider TikTok. What's more related to me, the end of broadcasting. This now has been pushed back until March 4th. It originally was advertised as January the 3rd, but this is an evolution of how we handle Facebook marketing. You're not going to no longer use it purely for content marketing, sending out newsletters and stuff for people who haven't spoken to your bot for a while, but more focus along other parts of the consumer journey, such as answering frequently asked questions or being there for support. The rule is applying to a 24-hour window, so people within 24 hours you can send out messenger posts. And the other ways you can do it is combine your bot with email or SMS and just tie it back in so you can keep that audience engaged. But this is a challenge for people like me who are building chatbots moving into the new year. More quality rather than quantity. Please leave the performance metrics behind in the 2010s. Short-termism, particularly on growing brands, is a thing of the past now, and it's more emphasis on creating that consumer journey. People, rather than going for the jugular and go for the quick sale, people want to build that trust up again with brands, and this has been pushing out all across social media. Ultimately means you've got to focus on a sustainable growth and building and retaining the trust of your audience and customers. Yes, leads are important, but leads are really just at the top of the pyramid. You got to build that trust. Think of it as a dating game. You don't go marry the first girl you see in the nightclub. You build that relationship over time, and the same goes with your customers. You got to build that trust, that relationship. Keep it going. I cannot emphasize this enough. Number 6, the rise of zero-party data. According to SCJ, privacy and data collection will become more consumer-centric. Again, this is all about regaining that trust. This has become more personalised, and it comes directly from all these legislation that happens in the US and Europe. And this is also where we got to let customers know why we're collecting their data and what's it being used for. We can't no longer be hiding behind our metrics and just using it just to annoy people. We got to be more transparent, and this is, again, there's a very big issue in social media marketing, and we've got to be upfront and forefront with it. Think about, and this is coming from a more of a digital PR perspective, employee generated content. I know there's a lot of fuss about influencers. But if you're a large organization and you're looking for the ideal spokesperson, why not consider your employees? Get them to tell your story. They're already in your communication strategy. They already are a great spokesperson for your business. Let them share in your marketing efforts. Let them show that you're a real life business, and let them tell your story. You don't have to vet them, you don't have to screen them, you don't have to look for numbers within Twitter, Instagram. They're there. And they're a great resource for you to create great content on social media, and gives you a good level of authority and a credibility in the digital sphere. Leverage and utilize user-generated content. Put more emphasis on co-creation. It doesn't necessarily mean fish for comments and shares, but encourage your followers. Upload videos and images. Number 9, use video. Video is king, as was last year. With the rise of TikTok and the incredible growth of YouTube is sustainably growing, it's now number 2 on the web, believe it or not, after Google. So you got to look at YouTube as a genuine social media channel. Video generates great amount of engagement. Video is a key part of any marketing strategy. Take it seriously, have a bit of fun, tell your story, use video. Use social media as a means to search for tofu users. And I'm not talking about vegetarians, I'm talking about top of funnel. For example, use Facebook and LinkedIn as a means of allowing people to find your company, then direct them off into private messaging and private groups. Dark social is what you need to embrace this year. Again, it's all about regaining trust and privacy with the customers, and this is a great way of showing that you're a genuine business who looked after your clients and customers and are prepared to have a direct conversation. Look at other messaging apps out there. There's WhatsApp, there's Discord, which is tipped to grow as well. Social media can be used like the way you traditionally use Google for people to search your business, to see that you're a genuine business, and then to grow in that relationship. You want to get straight to the point? Then consider podcast advertising. Did you know the quickest way to your brain is through your ears? That's why audio content is so powerful. Podcast advertising is cheaper than radio advertising. You've got a captive audience that matches the brand and is very cost effective. So inquire at 12hatsmedialab.com.au today to get your business out there to a much broader captive audience. This is the Captain of the 12 Hats signing out.